There are more homes for sale in East County right now than there have been in the last 3 years, and prices still haven't dropped. I'm going to show you the actual numbers behind why right now. I'm Steven Rotsart. I've sold real estate in East County, San Diego for over 28 years, over 1,000 transactions. And this is the question I'm getting more than any other right now. If there are more listings, why isn't competition among sellers pushing the prices down? Well, that's actually a really good question, but it's a wrong assumption. Here's what's actually happening. And if you're thinking about buying or selling in East County in the next few months, this changes how you should be timing it. Does more inventory actually mean lower prices? Short answer is no, not on its own. Inventory tells you how many homes are sitting on the market. It doesn't tell you how many buyers are competing for the good ones. Those are two different numbers, and people mix those up constantly. As of July 2026, San Diego County has about 3.2 months of supply. A balanced market where buyers and sellers have roughly equal leverage, that would run 5 to 6 months worth of supply. We're sitting at roughly half of that. So yes, inventory is up, but compared to the last couple of years only. No, we are nowhere close to oversupplied. Median price countywide is running around $1.02 million this month. That's down slightly from June's $1.05 million. It's a pullback, not a crash. 1 month of data isn't a trend, it's a data point. That's the whole story in one sentence. Homes priced right are still getting real interest because there aren't enough of them to go around. Now, is East County even one whole real estate market? No, it's more like 6 markets minimum. La Mesa and Santee are both East County. They are not behaving the same way. La Mesa's median sale price is running around $886,000 with homes going in about 21 days. El Cajon's median is closer to $712,000, averaging 30 days on the market. Same story with El Cajon versus Rancho San Diego. Different price points, different schools, different commute times. Lakeside and Spring Valley, both in East County, and can tell you two completely different stories depending on what street you're on. So when the headline says San Diego County home prices, remember, that's an average across a lot of different micro markets. Sometimes it really does come down to the specific block that you're on. Here's where it even gets more interesting, because the reason inventory hasn't loosened things up yet has almost nothing to do with buyers. Question: have buyers actually left the market? Well, rates are still higher than most buyers want. Demand actually hasn't left. It's gotten more selective. Buyers aren't bidding on everything anymore. They're bidding on homes that check every box. Updated, good layout, right location, priced correctly. When those line up, you see multiple offers sometimes within days. Here's the bigger picture of why supply is staying tight. A large share of East County homeowners are sitting on mortgage rates in the 3 to 4% range. Selling means trading for something closer to 6 to 7%. That math keeps a lot of people from listing at all, which keeps the resale pipeline very, very thin. Well, are there more choices for buyers? Not a flood. Buyers do have more choices from than 2 years ago. That's a real benefit. Less pressure to make a rush decision. But more choice isn't the same as oversupply. Homes priced correctly are still moving fast, often under 3 weeks in stronger pockets of East County. The listings sitting for a month or more are almost the ones that came in overpriced from day one. The market is telling us something simple. Price it right, it still works. Price it high, hoping to negotiate down, property is gonna sit. So if inventory alone doesn't explain this, what really does? Well, it's just 3 things. 1, affordability relative to the coast. East County still gets you more house for the money than a coastal San Diego home. So demand holds even with rates where they are. 2, lifestyle. Bigger lots, newer builds, more parking, easier access to outdoor space, and good schools. East County does deliver more than the coastal zip codes do at the same price point. 3, good inventory is genuinely scarce. Not every listing is equal. Homes that are well maintained, priced accurately, they're still hard to find. And that scarcity alone keeps competitive bidding alive on certain properties. Now I want you to zoom out further, and San Diego as a whole remains one of the more supply constrained metros in the country. That's a real floor under prices here, not this month's inventory count. Well, what does this mean if you're selling? Don't walk in expecting 10 offers, because that's what your neighbor got 3 years ago. Buyers are more analytical now. Condition matters, presentation matters, pricing matters more than everything else on the list combined. The homes that generate real excitement are the ones priced right from day one, not the ones that get a price cut a month in. A market still rewards quality. It's stopped forgiving overpricing. Yeah, but what does this mean if you're buying? Well, don't assume rising inventory means prices are about to crash. That's not what the data shows. What you have to do now that buyers didn't have to do 2 years ago, more options, more time to think it through, and in some cases, a little more room to negotiate. That's a healthier position to buy from, even with prices holding steady. The real story here isn't inventories going up. It's how buyers are actually reacting to it. Across most of East County, homes priced right are still finding buyers fast because demand is stronger than the headlines suggest. Drop your zip code in the comments and I'll tell you exactly what's happening in your neighborhood right now. Or send me a message for a free home value report. No strings attached. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.